I've given myself some time to think about why is it that I can see other people's magnificence and they can't see it themselves. And I really pondered on that a lot, because to me it's so obvious when I look at them how incredible that human being is standing in front of me. I have come to this thought that we self-sabotage our own magnificence. We destroy it by those conversations that we have about ourselves, that we put it's the self-put downs. It's the saying, oh, I can't do that, or I'm not enough, or gosh, they're so much better than me, and who am I to think I can? Well, let me tell you that we all have this little guy, and he is called an F Wad. And that little F Wad lands on our shoulder. And I don't know, it just brings that to mind of something where you have, right about the time you're up to doing something really big, and guess who comes conveniently is your little F Wad. And he lands on your shoulder, and he's sitting there saying, you're not smart enough. You don't have enough money. You do not have the right figure. You're overweight. You're this, you're that, you're green, you're pink, you're tall, you're this. And that little guy, that little F Wad, gets right up there yelling in your ear. Well, here, I'm going to give you a little secret. You can easily bing him right off. Okay, everybody do this with me. Bing! And it's so much fun to see him fly, just to get him off. Sometimes we have two of them, so it's bing, 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 bing. And the two of them usually come when it's really important. Let's say getting married, going for a promotion at work, telling somebody that you think they're attractive, whatever that really important moment is, I'm telling you, you can count on that F Wad returning. And they have all the time. They patiently wait for that opportune moment. So to offset that is to build your shoulders of esteem, to love who you are, to acknowledge, give yourself an atta girl and atta boy, and acknowledge who you are. So that little F Wad, he kind of gets bored with you, because he's still coming back, but he doesn't come as often. Let me tell you a couple caution areas. When someone gives you a compliment and they say, wow, you're attractive, do you, just ask yourself this question, do you say, oh no, not me, I didn't get my hair done correctly, my nails are not right, oh, I've been eating all holiday? Or do you just graciously say, thank you? Very, very often what we do is we play handball. And I'll tell you what my turning point with this is when I was told I was attractive, is when I realized that when that person gave me a compliment and I did all that stuff, denouncing it, it was like playing handball, and it hit them right back in the face. And I did not want that to happen any longer, and I would watch them step back. Pretty soon, people stopped giving me compliments. So then I was in a question mark. Did I look okay? How come they didn't tell me? Why would they? Why would they? So building my shoulders of esteem would have been lovely, to just say thank you and to embrace and let that compliment of a good job. It could have just been writing a poem. Great job. Thank you. To just graciously say that. It's so often we kill our own magnificence. The other thing is it really feels good to tell somebody else about theirs. So there's another part of that. Don't you feel good when you walk to someone, you say, hey, great job, and you see that little smile come on their face? And you walk away, and not only are their shoulders are bigger, their F Wad just got binged right off by that, but you also feel good, and you've walked away knowing that you've made a difference with that person. So it's very important that we do not walk around putting ourselves down, giving ourselves an F Wad on top of the F Wad, and to be able to build it and spend our time focusing on what we do right, what we do well, and to embrace that. So embrace your magnificence. Don't destroy it.